What is demand? Demand is the ability and willingness to buy specific quantities of goods in a given period of time at particular price ceteris paribus. Now, what is supply? Supply is the ability and willingness to sell or produce particular goods and services within a given period of time at a particular price ceteris paribus. Ceteris paribus means holding other factors constant while some other factors change. Why do demand has a negative relationship? Law of demand stated that the higher the price of a product, the lower is the quantity demanded for that product, and vice versa, ceteris paribus. This is why demand has a negative relationship. When the price increase, the quantity decrease. Now, why do supply has a positive relationship? Law of supply stated that the higher the price of a product, the higher is the quantity of the product supplied, and vice versa, ceteris paribus. This is why supply has a positive relationship. When the price increases, the quantity supplied also increases.
Due to the online distance learning, or what we call it as ODL, e-textbooks are used widely. What happened to the market of physical textbooks?
In question C1, in this pandemic, consumers prefer to use e-textbooks rather than physical textbooks, and because of that, demand for e-textbooks increases, whereas demand for physical textbooks decreases. Based on the graph, the market equilibrium of physical textbooks declined. Thus, that made the demand curve shifts to the left. Surplus may also occur due to the quantity of supply being more than the quantity of demand. In addition, there will be no change in supply as there are no factors that will affect it, and therefore supply remains constant. To conclude, by referring to the diagram above makes the equilibrium price and quantity for physical textbooks decrease.
Due to the travel restriction during pandemic COVID-19, what happened to the daily flight frequency from Kuala Lumpur to Penang?
Question C2, there is only a change of demand and there is no change of supply. The demand will decrease, thus the demand curve will shift to the left. This is because the government has implemented the travel restrictions, so people cannot interstate the border from Kuala Lumpur to Penang easily unless it is an emergency matter. Thus, the demand will decrease.
Serta-merta di lapangan ataupun di SJR ini. Okay.
Setakat dalam tempoh 14 hari ni, berapa jumlah SJR dilakukan?
On the other hand, there is no change in supply, thus the supply curve will remain constant. So the conclusion is the market equilibrium price will decrease and the quantity also will decrease.
The first type of price control is floor price. It is a government-imposed regulation that prevents prices from falling below a minimum level. Floor price is also known as minimum price, which is usually above the market price. Floor price, the first advantage of this price control is that it could protect the incomes of the producers from suffering any losses. As the minimum price is set above the market price, the producers can make extra profit from selling them. The second advantage is that it guarantees a labor job to receive a high minimum wage in this economy. For example, the price floor encourages farmers to continue supplying foods in the market as it sets the minimum price for their good. The third advantage is that price floor can help avoid incomes from falling below a certain level. With floor price, lower paid workers are able to get the advantage of floor price is that the consumers must pay a higher price than before in order to buy the goods and services. This is due to the fact that the floor price is above the market price. The second disadvantage can be seen when a majority of the resources are wasted because the producers will produce more supplies than what they can sell. Since floor price is set above the market equilibrium, surpluses will occur as the supply is higher than the demand. The third disadvantage is unemployment. With higher income rates, the supply of labor is higher than the demand of labor. The fourth and final disadvantage of floor price is that it encourages producers to practice an inefficient allocation of production that will distort the general economy. It will lead to oversupply and the government will be forced to waste money on purchasing the excess supplies.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Muhammad Izzah Haziq bin Muhammad Isa, and I will answering the question that related to earlier about the floor price, but I will talking about price ceiling. So what is price ceiling? Price ceiling is basically when the government implemented a maximum price of a seller that allowed to charge for a product or a service to their customers, to their consumers, and this implemented maximum price usually will be set by law. So when government said cooking oil will only can be sold for RM25 ringgit, the supplier will be forced to sell this cooking oil at 35 ringgit. So, and price ceiling has its own advantages and disadvantages. So 3 advantages that price ceiling offer to us is, number 1, this price ceiling will lower the prices for the consumers, so they can easily buy these products, easily can buy these services. Number 2 is when a monopoly of power in certain market exists. For example, company A monopoly market for cooking oil, they can charge the prices way too high for their consumers because there is no valid competition. So what maximum price do is that they will be maximum price will create a situation where the prices will be bring closer to a fair and competitive equilibrium. So small businesses and small company that also produce cooking oil can compete safely with company that monopoly the cooking oil industry. That is number 2. Number 3 is maximum prices are usually reserved for socially important goods such as foods, renting, and many more. So when we implemented this mechanism at these important goods, more people has more access to these goods. More people will be easier to buy this food, and also many more. That is 3 advantages. Number 1 is when we set the maximum price, it will lead to a lower supply because of the supplier cannot have a significant or even a large amount of money, a large amount of advantages from the maximum price. It will lead to a lower supply. That is number 1. Number 2, after the supply has low, because there is no incentive to sell the goods, it will also lead to a shortage because no incentive for the supplier to provide more. The prices already being set at the maximum price. That is number 2. Lastly, because of lower supply, because of there is existence of shortage, it will lead to emergence of black market, where people try to buy this. People try to overcome these shortages earlier of the good to pay well above the market price, and this happens because of 2 situations that I stated earlier. And lastly, because of maximum price, there is no incentive to the company, incentive to businesses to sell the product with quality, and as such the quality of the product produced by them are lower, because they know that the quality of their products is high, there is no reason to do that because the prices already being set at certain level. That is the advantages and disadvantages, and also the definitions of ceiling price. Thank you.